Hey guys, this is Megan, and this is my video for week 4 for Comm3903. And this week we were talking about 3 different commercials, one for Apple, one for Dell, and one for Sony. And the first question that we have is, how does each brand choose to represent culture and attitude in their message? These 3 commercials were really different. I think I probably had the hardest time overall with the Sony commercial as far as defining things, because it was just like nature. And at first it started like with the sounds, like you could hear the deer walking through the forest and breathing. It was very natural and organic. And then they kind of built into the music that had lyrics that was very folksy, and I feel like culturally it was trying to relate technology to, sorry, my computer. It was trying to relate technology to being organic and natural, which was a really interesting link for me. The Dell commercial was really playing on like arts and culture, using an actor, using the stage, and using how all of those visuals can be completed even in a theatrical setting. And I thought that was really interesting and engaging. I think culturally it was really focused on the arts, relating the arts to technology. And then the Apple commercial with Grimes was really interesting, definitely reaching out to that kind of Gen X, Gen Z. She's dressed in all black. She's very grungy with her theme, and they used kind of the background of her wanting to be on the floor. They used like a really bare space, so it was like lots of neutral tones, lots of grays, lots of black, and so it was kind of a really targeted audience. I felt like was interesting. Very like independent and rebel kind of theme. The second question that we have is, think about the sound of each commercial. What is each brand trying to convey through music and sound and voice? And I kind of touched on those with question 1. But the Sony commercial, at the beginning of the commercial, very organic sounds, nature, breathing, water. And then the folksy music that came in was very kind of homey and but still very like raw and organic feeling. And I think that's what they were going for, tying technology to being more of an organic and natural feeling. Apple with Grimes, I think, they were going for something really unique, really trying to appeal to that younger audience, kind of more individualist and doing things my way, using her music and using her sounds throughout the commercial. I think that's what they were going for there. And then the Dell commercial, they had the actor with a really clear voice, and then the orchestra build with the music in the background, going with the sounds that went with the images as far as what was going on theatrically. There's actually a lot going on sound-wise in that commercial. And I think it kind of gave you this sense of anticipation and excitement and wonder, especially the way that the orchestra music was in the background, the way that it played up. Was almost felt like a movie trailer kind of feeling, where you kind of get that anticipation feeling. Yeah, it was cool. So question number 3, think about the stimulants in each commercial and how do they work together to share a certain message to the consumer. These are all interrelated. So with the Sony commercial, the stimulants was definitely, color, contrast. They were showing the vibrancy of the kind of the day cut out into the night background, and there was a whole lot going on visually, really bright colors. Um, the music was, once it started, uh, I think playing off of that in a weird way. I don't really know how to put that into words, but I think um, the combination of the music, the organic sounds, the vivid colors coming from the screen. I think that was tying into that like organic, almost like technology is part of us sort of feeling. Um, the Dell commercial uh, was very stimulating from beginning to ending. They had so many different sounds and movements and um, different types of sounds because they had the orchestra, they had the man speaking, they had the sounds from the action that was going on the screen, like the car engine starting and the helicopter blades. Um, Visually, there was a lot going on. There was soft visuals, like with the snow and the ribbons. There were hard visuals, like the blades of the chopper, and contrasting between light and dark moments. When the dancer's turning uh, was a really unique stimulant. And then you even kind of have an emotional stimulant with the woman at the end having an emotional reaction to being able to see the dancer through technology. And again, I think they're going for an emotional experience. Like the way that technology ties into our lives is an emotional thing, and it makes life more wondrous, I guess. The Apple stimulants. Um, I really felt the Apple commercial was super weird. Um, it maybe just because it wasn't my thing. Uh, the music, kind of the lack of sound in a way, like it just felt like very cold and kind of empty as a commercial. I mean, I know there was music in the background, but there wasn't really a lot stimulating me. Like the girl sitting in the floor, all in black, moving her leg back and forth. It just didn't, nothing about that really like spoke to me or pushed me in any emotional direction. Um, I think what they were going for was trying to be edgy, again, like relating to youth culture, relating to independence, um, and maybe that kind of coldness and independence is what they were going for with the way that they created the space, but I didn't really get it. Number 4, which commercial do you find yourself relating to best? And does that encourage you as a consumer to seek out one brand over the other? Well, as I just said, the Apple commercial for me was a bomb. And I use Apple products. I have a Mac, I have an iPhone. That's actually kind of the extent of it for me, but I do enjoy both of those products. But this commercial did not hit home with me. If I wasn't already an Apple user, I absolutely would not be interested in Apple products based on that commercial. I just didn't relate to it on any level at all. I really enjoyed the Dell commercial. Um, I liked all of the aspects, all of the movement. I liked all of the sounds, the way they came together. I liked the emotional response that it got from me. It made me feel like, oh, Dell is really doing something to like affect the world, and they're using technology on a grander scale other than the solo consumer that they're reaching out to. Kind of, that sense of being part of something bigger than yourself. So I really enjoyed that commercial the most and probably would respond to that product the most out of the 3. The Sony commercial, it was beautiful. I kind of hated the music that they used. Like that kind of killed it for me once that started. I really liked the vibrant picture. I really liked the nature sounds and the I just wish they'd used a different music. The music really turned me off. But also, other than the fact that it looked cool, like, oh, this is going to be a really cool product, it didn't really make me think, I really want that product. It just was kind of a cool commercial, kind of. Hated the music. So yeah, definitely Dell was the winner for me on that one, and hopefully I was clear enough in my description of things. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great week, and I look forward to watching your videos.